Well, the Browns got a whole lot of news today. 8 players go on their COVID-19 lists. Mary Kay, of course, the big ones are Jarvis Landry, Wyatt Teller, Jedrick Wills, and Takk McKinley, and of course, Austin Hooper. Let's just start with that offensive line because they're going to be without Jack Conklin now, Wyatt Teller, and Jedrick Wills as they go against a pretty good Raiders pass rush on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, that Raiders pass rush was one thing that I was really looking at heading into this game to begin with, even if the Browns had most of their guys on the offensive line. To lose Wyatt Teller now and Jed Wills, because it's a real long shot for these guys to make it back for this game. This is going to really, really hurt them, not only in the running game, but also in the passing game. Remember, Kareem Hunt probably will not play this game. He's been effectively ruled out. So you're going to have Nick Chubb trying to churn it out. And now he's not going to have his big blocking dude, Wyatt Teller, blasting open those holes for him either.
Right. Likely James Hudson starting at one tackle, Blake Hance at another, Michael Dunn at guard. You're left with Joel Bitonio and J.C. Treader, at least at the moment, as we record this. This is the life the Browns are living right now, as we just don't know what's going to happen as the week goes along. But then offensive weapons. You mentioned Kareem Hunt likely not playing in this game, but now Jarvis Landry probably out, Austin Hooper probably out. We don't know the status of David Njoku yet, who went on that list last week. So they're really going to be hunting for some offensive weapons here to help out Nick Chubb and company.
Yeah, and you know what, Dan, as we all know, they were already challenged at the receiver position this season. So to lose Jarvis Landry, one of your most reliable targets, that is just a huge, enormous blow. And as you mentioned, we don't know where this is going. Now they are in enhanced protocols. They have to get tested every single day. And the Browns are going to be really on pins and needles or the edge of their seat, waiting to see if any more dominoes fall as they get to this game. And a lot of times they do. When you have a position that's impacted the way that the offensive line is, sometimes it goes through the room. Or when you have, the receiver room or whatever the case may be, you start to lose other guys. So now they just have to keep their fingers crossed that they don't lose anyone else.
Right. That tight end room is a prime example. It started with Stephen Carlson, then it got Njoku. Now it's gotten Austin Hooper. Harrison Bryant may be back off that high ankle sprain. He's going to return to practice on Wednesday, along with Ronnie Harrison. On the defensive side, Mary Kay, Takk McKinley, that is a big loss too. He goes on the COVID-19 list, coming off probably his best game as a member of the Browns. And before we started shooting this video, you said maybe the best game of his career.
Well, the thing that you have to worry about too with Takk McKinley going on the COVID-19 reserve list is the fact that the Browns have Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney in that room with him. So that's the scary part about this, right? And you're right. Takk McKinley is coming off of one of his best career games. 8 pressures, as you mentioned, a strip sack that was so meaningful. But that's the bigger worry, perhaps, is to lose Clowney or McKinley too. And now they just have to brace themselves for that.
JoJo Natson also goes on the list. He was the other key player. He goes on the practice squad list, but there was a chance, and this is important, there was a chance that he was going to be your primary returner on Saturday after he had a really nice game on a day when Demetric Felton struggled.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw Demetric Felton muff the ball twice, and Kevin Stefanski pulled no punches about that yesterday, saying, he's got to catch the ball. So JoJo was playing a bigger role. And also JoJo was somebody that, he's got some speed to him. And with the way things are going on offense, I could have seen them using him some more on offense as well, because as you know, Rashard Higgins, he was active and played about 24 snaps in the previous game, but he had no targets. And he's fallen off the map. So now you're kind of down to right now, Donovan Peoples-Jones and, whoever else, right? It's really dicey right now. I mean, with Anthony Schwartz not practicing today, who knows if he'll be back? And, they are very challenged on the offensive side of the ball.
Okay, look, this situation is ever changing. We're going to cover it all as it does change, which it most certainly will over the days leading up to that Raiders game on Saturday. You'll be able to find it all at cleveland.com/Browns.